Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Utility Sports. Today, we've got some breaking news on the New York Jets. I am a fan of the New York Jets for those of you who do not know or are new to the channel. So this news is pretty important to me here, actually, and it has to do with our next head coach. Josina Anderson broke it. Ian Rappaport is here confirming her reports that the Jets are hiring Robert Saleh as their next head coach. They had brought him in for the second interview. He was the first guy they had brought in for a second interview. They'd also brought back Arthur Smith from Tennessee, the offensive coordinator there, for a second interview. However, it is confirmed Robert Saleh will be the next Jets head coach. I had made a top 5 list. Robert Saleh did not make my list as the guy I wanted to be the next head coach. He's a rah-rah guy. Sure, we need some energy. I fully believe that as well. But we also need someone who is a superior X's and O's coach. I thought that was going to be Joe Brady from the Carolina Panthers. I think he was the best head coach candidate available. Also, Eric Bieniemy, two guys who could have gotten this offense flowing. Instead, we went with a defensive-minded coach. And rumor is that he's going to bring passing game coordinator Mike LaFleur with him from the San Francisco 49ers to be the offensive coordinator. Obviously, I hope that leads to some New York Jets success. Robert Saleh is going to be our next Jets head coach. I hope he does well. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think this is the guy I would have hired looking at the history of it. Obviously, Saleh had a really good year a couple of years ago with the 49ers. But, I mean, we don't have Nick Bosa. We don't have DeForest Buckner. We don't have Eric Armstead. We don't have Dee Ford on our defensive line. We don't have Richard Sherman in our secondary. We don't have Fred Warner as one of our linebackers. That defensive team was stacked with talent. Yes, Robert Saleh is a big piece of putting it all together. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. But at the same time, do I think he's going to be able to elevate our game, our team? No, I'm not necessarily sure about it. Now, is Brian Flores, when he was hired by the Miami Dolphins, was he known as a rah-rah guy or an X's and O's guy? Those guys there in Miami have come out, played hard every single year since he's gotten hired there, and he wasn't known as a rah-rah guy. I don't think you need a rah-rah guy to have your players play hard and play well. The Jets decided to go with a rah-rah guy in Saleh. I hope it's successful. I hope it bodes well for us, but I just really don't trust that it will, to be honest. I wanted Joe Brady. I would have been fine with Eric Bieniemy. And, I mean, if we were going to go with a defensive guy, I would have wanted Brandon Staley from the LA Rams. I just think Saleh was gifted with a really great defense. This year, a lot of that defense was injured. They didn't perform. Now, is that harsh? Maybe a little bit. Maybe it is a little harsh. But as a Jets fan, we need someone who's going to be a game-changing head coach. I just don't know if Robert Saleh is that. You can hold me accountable to that if I end up being wrong about him. I'm comfortable putting it out there. But I don't know. I just wish it would have been Joe Brady's name. Honestly, that's what I got my hopes up for. I think Joe Brady's going to be a phenomenal coordinator and coach in this league for a long time. One of the best play callers. The success he's already found with the Carolina Panthers with Teddy Bridgewater at QB, even PJ Walker for a couple games. I don't know how Robert Saleh elevates our offense. I don't see it. We finished 31 in offense 2 years ago, 32nd this past year. We need to get better on that side of the football, and we need to get more talented on the defensive side of the football. I agree. With pick 2 now, I'm not sure where we're going to go. I don't know what this really means for that. A lot of the players we've been mocked and mocking for the New York Jets have been offensive players, Penei Sewell, maybe Devontae Smith, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, whoever you have it be. It hasn't been a defensive guy. We have not mocked Micah Parsons there yet. Is Micah Parsons going to be a Jet? Maybe. I don't know. We need edges. I don't know how he's going to get the job done with Fatukasi and Jordan Jenkins. I'm sorry, those aren't Nick Bosa and Dee Ford. It's just not. Bless Austin's not Richard Sherman. Brian Poole isn't even Jason Verrett. I mean, I don't know. Robert Saleh, I think he's a very good coordinator. I just don't know if he's going to be a great head coach. With Bieniemy and Brady out there, I don't know. Maybe they had a feeling Bieniemy wasn't coming. That's fine. But I really wanted Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady's going to be a hell of a coach somewhere. I think Robert Saleh is kind of a guy you're going to settle on. You're going to feel okay about it. But we've been down this road before with Todd Bowles. Obviously less of a rah-rah guy, but it just didn't work. Our offense was terrible with him. Our offense was terrible with Adam Gase. Obviously, he was supposed to be a good offensive coordinator. Or offensive-minded coach wasn't. Robert Saleh comes in. I don't know. Maybe Mike LaFleur. Obviously, quite a bit of success in that LaFleur tree. That's something I'm a little excited about, but I just don't know about Saleh being the head coach. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But knowing the New York Jets, I'm probably not. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.